Alright, good evening everyone. Sorry I'm running a bit late. I had a late dinner. Ah. Do. We were exploring this area. Oh, yes, we need to go here. Oh, today's what a day. What a day, what a day. I need to go down here.
I've been waiting for you. I knew you had the stuff of champions. I hereby invite you to the Volcano Manor. Take my hand and have audience with my mistress.
Yep.
Give me your hand. I will pray that you follow the same path as Lady Tannis.
There we go. This will take us to the Volcano Manor. Let's go talk to her lady. Oh, let's go get this first. Alright.
Brave tarnished. Welcome to the Volcano Manor. I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. Raya spoke well of you, a warrior of promise, I believe she said. Perhaps you are prepared to make a commitment. Will you
Perhaps
join
I
us
am.
here at the Volcano Manor, and resist the time? Why accept the burden of their grace, or be fooled by the dogmatic ramblings of the fingers? Rise with us against the Erd Tree.
Sure.
Interesting. Your decision is most welcome. Now you belong to the Volcano Manor family. The drawing room lies down the hall. Make yourself comfortable, but be sure to earn your keep. Use the key. Use the key.
Go up here. Stabby, stabby this person.
What's up, bro?
Not much, man. What's up?
Not much. You streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Okay.
I'm on my way to
So,
the Volcano Manor right now.
okay. Uh, I got info for you if you want to know it.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
So, you know the Dung Eater?
Uh huh.
You can turn him into an Ash of War.
Yes.
You got to learn the puppet system.
Yes.
You're already aware of this, so I'll just shut up.
No, keep going. You might know something
So,
I don't.
okay, so you know who's in charge of the puppet program?
Yes. The
Okay.
asshole.
To put it bluntly, yeah, the guy I'd like to just slaughter.
I think everyone would.
I don't know. I could honestly live with that guy. Patches, on the other hand,
Nah, I could live with Patches.
you can live with Patches, even though he just kicked you into a mountain.
Yeah, but he doesn't take people and turn them into mindless husks.
That's a valid point. I can't argue that.
Yeah.
Here to put the then please. The one
So,
I left this worthy the greats.
oh, and I found out. Ooh, hello. That arrow almost got me right in the boot. So I did get to the upside down thingamabobber.
Alright, so you
Right.
got the statue?
Yeah. Do you know how?
Nope.
Okay. You gotta go to knock on.
Hello again. As a scout from the Lady.
Yeah, we haven't explored all that yet.
I have.
Well, yeah, you have, but
Dude, I've got nothing better to do.
sure.
Well, as long as you understand, I thought
What do you
were
mean,
tired of
sure?
explaining.
I'm sure you don't.
No, before you
Oh,
consider
well, yeah.
this, before
Come on, guy. Where are you?
Oh, I need to go do his quest really quick. I gotta find his beloved.
Put some space. Space, 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 space. Come on. Stop. Got it. Does anything else want to attack me while I'm
Oh,
here?
yes.
Hello,
All
friend,
right.
to whereabouts? They laid hand a tale of high Diallo. They laid hand a tale of high Diallos.
No,
I'm headed to Ronnie's Rise real quick.
no, you're fine.
I'm getting my little ball of dung companion. He's apparently really good for.
You know you have to release him from the sewer.
I just beat his invaded form, which is also part of the process.
Yep. Okay.
I can help you with that if you want.
Nope. I gave the potion away already.
What was that?
I gave the potion away already.
So did I.
Then you can't do it.
But did you give it to who you were supposed to?
No, I did not give it to the barbarian.
Then just lie and say you did.
Yeah,
Because
but
he's
it.
gonna.
Never mind. You're supposed to hold on to it and give it to the dung eater when he's strapped to his chair. Because you
But
don't.
the video I just watched, the guy lied to him, saying, "Yeah, he gave it to him."
Yeah, you tell them that you gave it to the right person. You're going to lie to that person, but you have to be able to give it to the dung eater.
Can you believe they invited me to join them? I can scarcely believe. You might be surprised, and they only had to. It's on Mount. That's where they hide. Just you wait. You'll the tale of.
This may be doomed from the start, though.
Mm-hmm. Because you're supposed to hold on to the potion, and then
Oh,
when the dung eater is strapped to his chair, you feed it to the
I'm
dung eater.
I'm fucked.
Just like you've messed up the thing and you can't have his armor.
Who's?
The Dung Eaters.
What do you mean I can't have his armor?
Because you killed the guy with the balls on his hands. Because, I don't know, you felt like it.
He's a dick.
Well,
Whatever.
so you've
Just
done it.
because he called you an asshole doesn't mean that almost everyone in this game calls you that.
After much revenge, according
Well,
to
I got a
champion
bigger
keep
problem
killing
than you,
myself.
sir.
But succumbing to the plan, you know, but such is
Solvis is dead on my end.
Who's that?
The mage you gotta talk to for the puppet project.
What mage?
The one that works with Ronnie.
She's not dead.
No, the mage that I don't like. The guy you don't like.
Okay,
He's dead in my game.
so you don't need him for anything other than that puppet quest.
Which I can't do now. He's dead.
Oh well.
Did you read that is the top? You will be
Again,
compensated
you
for
can't get the Dung Eater because you already gave the potion away. So all you would end up doing is lying and get one of the other puppets. Okay, now we have to go assassinate someone.
Need help?
No, it's a PvP assassination. You can't join me.
Okay. When you want help, let me know. I'll
Yep,
still join.
as soon as I get done doing these assassination thingies.
Oh, you remember that big old dragon we found in Caled?
Yes.
Yeah, he's cake.
Yeah, I could have told you that, sorry. I could have even showed you the way to kill him without having to deal with his minions.
Oh, I figured that out. Just go to the other side of him. Where you
Yeah,
can't see.
well, there's a spot between his wings that you can go into and they can't even get to you.
They didn't even know I was attacking him, so
Oh, they do. As soon as he hollers, they know.
they
Which he
just go.
hollers as soon as you get close to him.
So,
But if they can't reach you because it's not in their pattern, they can't do nothing about it.
yeah. So why is he stuck? Did he crash
No
land or
clue.
something?
Can't tell you. Now we gotta go kill Tarnished. I actually kind of feel bad for doing this.
What, killing Tarnish?
Yeah, so you know why you end up killing, you have assassination missions, right?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, so
Maybe.
when you join the Volcano Manor,
Yeah.
the Volcano Manor is against the Two Fingers.
Yeah, they want to destroy the Earth Tree.
Yeah, so technically, for everyone that's working for the Two Fingers, like you used to be,
Yeah.
you're killing now. So technically, essentially, you're killing the good guys.
So we're back.
Yes. Okay. Coming from where? Which sink? What kind of weird noise? Okay. Alright, that's odd. But yeah, so essentially you're killing the tarnish that were designed to help you.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know that's what the Volcano Mana is doing.
I mean,
What's fun about that is you also kill some of the people in the Volcano Mana.
correct. Ow. So I have a new injury today.
Uh huh.
So we had to go get my bandages and my foot looked at this morning because it started bleeding
Now you are a
last
recusant
night.
true, and a full
So as I'm
member of the volcano
shifting
family.
around in my car,
This is your reward.
the front door and the passenger door, you know, the frame,
Never
Mm-hmm.
forget,
I have my
the
hand there
recusant fights
using
for
it as
the
leverage to
path of the
twist
champion.
out
The way
without
is
bumping my
tainted,
leg.
but for this very
Erica
reason,
slammed the door on my
it is
finger.
the true
And you're
path to
just full of
Valhalla.
fun, aren't you?
Oh,
You
it's
are
just,
I
you
am
know,
with
one
you.
thing after another. Because, you know, she didn't do enough yesterday. She kicked my foot, dropped a garbage pail on it, then got it stuck in the mattress, too.
Well, she's trying to get all the advantages of you being a butthead out while she can.
Once I'm mobile, my vengeance will be swift and deadly.
See, that's why she has to damage you up as much as possible now. Because
She's
of
catching
comments,
it.
because of comments like that.
I'm going to gas the hell out of her.
Where's my
I'm
second
not
kill?
causing physical pain.
No, yes, you're causing mentally and emotional pain, which is worse and longer lasting.
Hearts don't do that.
Oh, yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They do too.
I am not creating shell shock or PTSD with a fart,
Blood of your
bro.
sword enough. Then I shall introduce myself. Banal. Recusants have particular battle.
Oh,
Why not add
By the
some
way, you know
flavor?
Banal, um,
oh,
one of the guys at the manor. You know he's the weaponsmith from earlier.
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he's one of the guys you talked to inside the drawing room.
Well,
You end up killing him. Buy everything from him so I don't have to deal with it later.
well.
I always resented their pale complexion. That won't be the case. They'll be dark. The tale of
Do you
Yeah.
use a lot of limes?
What's up?
Do you use a lot of
Something
limes?
What do you mean
half to
lines?
say.
Limes, fruit.
Oh, fruit? Yeah, I make mojitos.
Okay, get them while you can, at a
Why?
reasonable price.
Are they going up?
Uh,
Now you are a
because they're growing, but they're not growing to within size standards. Yeah, expect shortages.
Of course. I mean, I'm not gonna get political, but they planned this shit out, so. Oh, there's my next assassination. Stabby, stabby assassination. I'm an assassin. Assassin am I?
Holy crap. I estimated the price at 54 bucks a case. Nah, my boss said that's gonna get you 100 limes.
Yeah, well,
Damn. Look, I'm just letting you know that
yeah,
this
thank
book,
you. That's why I have my own plant.
$108 a case.
You
Holy,
figure it out?
Yep,
What is it?
this plate
Uh huh. Oh shit.
was in the sink.
Was in the sink?
Was in the sink, popping.
Because someone stuck it in there hot?
No one can answer me.
Does it look like it's deformed or what?
Yes, honey, it's literally burnt.
What happened?
I guess someone stuck a super hot plate into the sink. Or stuck something on it that was super hot.
Mina told Yuna she's
And
no
it
longer to
broke?
do anything unless she's supervised supervision.
And it pretty much baked it. Sticky, sticky, bakey, bakey.
Like it melted it?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you gotta love it when kids do shit like that.
Expensive little demons, aren't they?
Well, of course. They wouldn't have it any other way.
Now, if I had to take a guess, I'm gonna go with Buddha just because she's the only one that can reach it.
Oh, it probably absolutely was Yuna. But, hmm.
Huh. I want to, but I don't want to piss off the story.
You've already pissed off the story.
So, you remember how I was having a hard time finding Wolf Boy and Necron?
Uh-huh.
Apparently, I had already done what was needed. All I had to do was talk to Ronnie. Now she's
Ah.
on her journey, and where she was sitting is a portal.
Ah. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. If I get sent to your world, you don't want to see what happens. You are not surviving. Sorry. You don't survive if I get sent to your world by me. I kill a
Oh,
stabber you.
I was using two people earlier today too.
Well, you.
Actual players trying to take out a boss.
It's fun doing that. Plus, it gives them.
See you here is your usual room.
Yeah,
Ooh.
me and two other players never got through.
Oh, there's the serpent bound.
Now of the true ruler of this manor, Lord Rykard. The Erd tree blessed the tarnished with grace, but the tarnished were
That's
blessed
funny.
by our Lord. If the
Uh-oh.
Earth, then we are we
So
know
if
That's
you
if
what,
you follow the
you
Lord,
got the
you will
serpent
not come
blade.
a day too soon.
yes.
So if you
If you
talk to
follow
her,
this
since you've talked to
forbidden
her,
path, one day it cannot come.
you would know that the Lord of this manor,
Yeah.
is the Lord of the PvP place over in the bloody area that we were at.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Lord
Huh?
of the manor.
What was that bit? Yeah,
Look at
fine.
you.
What?
A recusant. I
Streaming?
knew you had it in you. Take this.
Do you need help?
A special invitation to hunt some of the first tarnished who sat at the round table hold. If you should accept,
Are you?
I'll next.
Have you gotten to PF yet?
Where?
Okay.
Oh, you ain't talking to me. Where are my targets? Oh, that's my target. Okay. Do I have any other target? So I have two letters. Wait a minute here. Oh, the mountaintops of the giants. Okay. Alright. Alright, so that quest line is done for now. We can't do nothing else for that. Hmm. Catch you in midair. I think I'm supposed to go this way first. No. No, no, no. You die. Oh, maybe I wasn't. No, that's the other way. Alright, back the other way. Because that takes me to the outer. That's a whole other section of the manor I don't want to deal with right now. Gimme. Alright.
Something tells me I've made a terrible mistake coming down here.
You make lots of terrible mistakes.
Yeah, like fighting a staircase.
Well, that's right.
I'm gonna save this one for you.
What is it?
The boss, I think. I'm not really able to get close enough to.
As in me right now, or me as in me and my mage?
Your maid,
Okay.
because I can't get close to it.
Then you just want my nuki power.
Yeah, I want you to just nuke the damn thing, basically. Where am I meeting you?
Right outside Volcano Mountain. The lower half. So
Manor.
the church, yeah. Prison Town Church
Gotcha.
would be the closest.
On my way.
You know, why would you build A
Sign
town.
of grace.
Okay, why don't you build a town next to an active volcano?
Hold on. I gotta redo the password.
Oh, yeah, do I have that? Yeah, I have it. Okay. I mean, I guess if I drilled a hole through the volcano so then I could actively constantly funnel the lava, I think that would be fine.
Oh, I did use your advice.
Yeah, about what?
The quick slots just for like the multiplayer items and my
Yeah, just like the multiplayer items or something super easy.
yeah. So I've got my 3 healing items and my horsey and my summon on my actual down bar.
See, I don't even have that.
You don't have well your summon or your horsey.
Either. They're on my back items. My
How?
summon and my horsey are my back items.
Oh, so you weren't talking about the pouch then?
Yeah, I'm talking about the pouch. The only thing on my down slot is my healing. Because I don't want to be trying to flip through 6, 7 items to get to my healing. You
Oh,
know?
I see what you're saying.
So all I have is the healing, the mana, and the mixture flask.
And that's it.
That's it. That's all that's there. Everything else is equipped into the 4
Pouch.
slots underneath. But again,
So
I'm
you
using mouse and
use your
keyboard, so
pouch
it's
for
a
your healing
no. I don't use
or
my
your down
I
bar?
I use my down bar.
Okay.
Like the pouch that I have to hold for me, it's the E key. Is my lantern, a multiplayer item, my summon, and my horse.
Okay.
But again, it's like I said, I'm mouse and keyboard, so like it's really easy for me to just flop to.
Yeah, thank God I'm not my own keyboard right now. I'd be damaging, banging up my finger more than it already has been today. Or finger.
You know, I've never gone this way.
There's dogs. Watch out. I say watch out, not just because they're dogs, but because just dogs that love to cheat. I'll take that in the face. Man, crazy. That's all I got. Uh-oh. You
What
want
the
to try
heck?
taking that thing out or no?
Hold on. I guess that answers your question. We just got invaded.
Yeah.
Go back to the top area.
Mm-hmm.
Since he can't come from back there, at least I don't think he can.
Here he is.
There he is. Yeah, not happening, dude.
So I am maxed out on flasks for this playthrough.
And how many flasks is that?
Uh, 14 or 15?
So I still got 3 more to go.
Yeah. But I've seen people with like 20. So,
Well, they'll probably not play through 1 then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or I wonder if that's actually a thing.
Yeah, that could be too. Let's go this way.
Okay.
I really don't want to deal with him.
Okay. So, do you know how to get down there without
Yeah,
actually?
right here.
Well, there's still like 3 different directions we can go.
Yeah, I know this. There's the one over here, and the one over there. Just depends on which way you want to go.
Yeah, how badly do you want to die?
There's a lot to this place.
Yes.
Ah, shit. I was trying not to fall, but it is what it is.
Gravity's a son of a donkey, and
Yep.
you can finally say you understand gravity like I do.
No, I didn't break a leg.
Technically, neither did I. I broke a foot.
Item over here. I don't see no item over there.
And that thing's looking dead at me.
Yeah, no, I hear him. There's an item, but other than that, I don't see a reason down there. What about over here?
There's an omen killer.
Yeah, there is an omen killer.
You want to take him out or not?
Yeah, he needs to die. If you
So,
drop straight down over here, there's nothing here.
so I was doing some like research on omen killers. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a cult of people that just run around, I think, murdering people as far as I can see.
I mean, they would murder certain types of people, yeah. Hey, there's a cave here. Why do I have a feeling something's in here? Oh, no, guess not. Okay.
Dead bodies, anybody?
Right? I mean, technically that's what you should be doing with the dead, not just leaving them around, but whatever. Come on, Omen Killer. Oh, that's bullshit that you hit me from up there. Oh, he only dropped his cleaver. I gotta put him on farm too.
On farm?
Yeah. He drops his helmet.
I know who dropped. Well, it's not him. It's a particular one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the
that's
one
good
that
at
drops
least.
the armor, drops everything.
No,
It
because I know
includes
one that drops everything but the helmet.
the one underneath Lato at the lower church drops the helmet and the armor.
Yeah, I know
That's where.
someone who drops just the armor, all but the helmet.
Then did we not kill the one over by the haunted village? He should have dropped the helmet for you.
Mm-mm, not that I know of.
You know the village I'm talking about, right?
No, not really.
Uh, the village where the
The barbarian chick was?
yeah.
No. At least I don't think I have the Omen Killer helmet. Helmet. Corpse face. Joy. Hooded mask. No, no Omen Killer. Pumpkinhead.
You're a pumpkin. Then where did I find one that you have?
Let's see. There was the first Omen killer that I remember was
The
over by
boss.
the poison, the thing in the lake.
Yeah, that's the one where the barbarian ship was.
No, not that one. That not the boss one.
Oh.
No, there was an actual. There was another one. Can you
Uh-huh.
go in here? Whoa, never
Yeah.
mind. I forget. Doesn't. I totally forgot about that idiot.
There's lots of items in there too.
I know. We'll go back in a little bit. Oh, what am I talking about? There's one right there too. But here's the only item that we need here. So get moving. Get moving. Get moving.
I'm coming.
I'll let you be a distraction then and take him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your job. He's so, like, he looks disabled.
He. Oh, mother sucker! He got out.
Well, there's only one item in here. And it's an upgraded charm to your beginning one.
Watch yourself.
Yeah, I hit him. That's
I got trapped on the statue. I'll meet you where Omen Killer is.
okay. I gotta deal with him still. Wonder where this guy's weak spots are.
Ooh, the rolling torture device.
Yeah.
Signs down just outside the gate of the Omen Killer,
Alright.
but facing the staircase.
Yeah, that's fine. I just had to finish him off.
Yeah, no worries.
Didn't really want to be eaten. Man, there is something going on.
What was that?
My stream is super laggy.
Again?
Yeah.
Been like that since you started streaming.
No,
Like
not
a
like.
month.
No, this is like. He's still battling the bad guy.
Is it because you're watching yourself
Mm-mm, I've
or
watched it
what?
all the time.
Okay. I'll take that thing.
Yeah, I've watched it every single time. This is the first time I've ever. Well, this and last night
Okay.
were the first two that.
It's really badly
Yeah.
noticeable.
Come on.
Wow. God. They dropped a wheelchair on me.
Well, they figured you needed one.
Wow, that's rude. That's very rude.
But nothing new.
Oh, for a stab.
I hate that asshole.
Beats him?
Yeah, he caught me off guard the first time. Like, fucked my day up.
Yeah, those bites do massive damage, whether it's them or the zombies. Bites hurt.
Ah. God damn it. Guess
That's
we'll
such
just
a nifty thing I have, right?
deal with him down here, I guess.
Well, at least we know he can't get from behind us.
Yep. There he is.
Mm-hmm. I'm going upstairs.
So is he, by the looks of it.
That's a new one. Oh, that killed me.
Stupid. Let's see, I know there's Grace right here. Touch that while you do that. While you be
Yeah.
you. See if there's anything in here. Explosive arrows. Yeah, see, like right now, they're still battling him. We just now finished killing the PvP guy on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
happened to just run right behind you as he spit fire, so I caught it instead of the back of your head.
You
I
know,
don't
you
know.
happen to do that a lot. You know that, right?
What do you want to say? I not like I mean to do that.
Surprise, motherfucker! Oh, the other guy dropped down.
I'm gonna go murder some shit.
I'm gonna do some sketchy shit. No! Ah! Shit. Come on.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you could get up there from here.
Yeah, you can. And from there, you can actually avoid being hit by this lizard thing. Because he can't attack you. Alright. Down here.
On heels. Down there is the magma worm.
I know what's down here.
I'm gonna do some sketchy shit. Do that. Do that. Hope I get away with it. Oh, the doodah dang. The anthem for making OSHA violate.
See, that's the shit that pisses me off.
Yep.
Like, he should not be
What is
allowed to do lava run after lava run after lava run in such a small area.
He's doing it again. Oh no, he just spitting it this time.
No, see,
Just killed me.
I don't think that's anywhere close to being fair.
Oh. And you drop the percentage of that attack's chance happen.
Yeah, especially in a small area like that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am at what grace is this?
I know where you're at.
Guest
I'll meet
hall.
you there.
The guest hall grace.
You're beautiful.
You here yet?
Yeah. I'm by the grace.
I don't see a thing around. Do da, do da.
It's down.
Are you at the guest hall?
Yes.
Alright, I'm just double checking. Because I don't see it here or there. course, just as I reset it, it appears.
No matter how much you want to, you can't blame me for that.
No, I can't blame you for that. I mean, I want to.
I know you want to.
That one I can't legally do.
Aww. Oh,
Oh. No sneaking up on us.
that lizard's coming now.
Oh, listen.
That one.
Oh,
Because things strain.
oh, whatever. He's just searching. He wants some love.
So give him some love.
I don't want to give him love.
Are we murdering everything, or are we just headed up?
Might as well just head up. Don't really need any of it.
You got all the items, right?
Yeah. Have you noticed you can't backstab these guys?
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yeah. I've backstabbed them before.
Oh, yeah, you can. I have literally never been successful at backstabbing them.
Not till I say the magic word. Yes, you can.
Yeah, right? I guess we could try to pull him over here. You want to try to do that and fight him in this area? A little bit
Yeah,
bigger.
I'll pull.
Okay, I gotta get my runes, so.
Well, okay, you pull.
Okay, I'll pull him.
Because the minute you get your runes, he's coming. See? Now he's not even doing it.
Yep, go figure. I think the first time you face him, it's just a, oh, here we go. Oh no, it's just a spit. See, look at that. Oh, there he is. And there it is again. Fuck you and your... And a third time.
Fucking astonishing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, he just one-shot at me.
Really?
Yep. I guess I didn't have full HP. Thought I did. See, that is so... It even says it's unstable.
Finger down.
Woo!
Don't be whispering pretty something in my ear.
That's right. Someone has to.
So I did learn something today.
Uh-huh.
My mimic, which is a +6, doesn't hold a candle to a +6 banished knight.
But that's your mimic.
Correct. My mimic.
I mean, that's the thing. It
I
depends
don't
on.
understand why, as a samurai, I can't just. I take the same amount of damage as a mage and I die.
I guess it all depends on what you're fighting too. Like I take more damage from this guy than I do almost any other person or boss. Like that took an
Big as
ungodly
hell.
amount of my health. That's two, and that's three.
And that just killed me. Hit the elevator up. I'll meet you there.
Yep. Like I don't think he should be allowed to do three of those in a fucking row. Like that's ridiculous.
Is there Silent Clown?
Where at? Where? There it is.
By the elevator. I put it next to the right elevator.
Yep.
The gecko.
He just wants to talk to you about your car insurance. Alright. Enough fiddling with this. Ah, shit. Of course.
I'm coming up.
Elevator. This side. Oh. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna play fair. You're joining my game. Hey, where do you go?
What was that?
I don't know.
Ooh, that hurt. Be right back.
Okay.
Fingers down.
It's funny that he's not considered a boss in this one.
You good down there?
Yeah, I'm coming up.
Okay.
I just had to get the smithing done.
Okay.
I like fighting enemies here. They only have like two choices. And we catch their ass on the elevator, they're just screwed.
Yeah.
Because what are they gonna do? Back up into the fire? Not very likely.
I'll take out the big guy.
Okay, you do that. I'm gonna go get this item. Because I can't get smithing runes yet. Level 5 until I get. His armor would be kind of cool too. See, there's still a section I'm missing. Still a section I'm missing. Come on.
If
Why
I'm
you
not
could...
mistaken, it's just a shortcut.
Yeah, this is just a shortcut, but my screen's black right now.
You don't. Oh.
Like, I don't know why the video's not playing.
Are the cinematics allowed to be streamed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, because my game collapsed. That's why.
Your game crashed?
Game crashed.
Okay.
Maybe I can get it booted up before the stream even really notices. Like, the stream is literally still going. Like, you just now started fighting that guy.
Which one?
The white guy. I come over to finish him off. There we go. He just died. I go, his armor looks really cool. Run up the stairs. Run up the stairs. Just now hit the shortcut. Like, that's how far it's behind. At least it's stable again now.
Yeah. When was it not stable?
Earlier. Like that whole boss fight. And a little bit before it.
Do you want me to meet you back at Grace?
Yeah. Why not? Because the grace is literally right there.
What? Oh, it's not my Grace.
Alright. It's apparently gonna make me go reset the shortcut. Don't crash this time. Nope, crashed again. What the heck? That was an instantaneous crash. That wasn't even a delay. What the heck?
Give me a minute.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to get it back up and running, so. Night, buddy. Night, dude. Love you.
Fell asleep on the toilet, almost fell over.
Poor buddy. Crash. I didn't quit the game. You guys quit on me. Now, let's try this for a third time. What?
You only gave him one notice.
Yes.
He's you keep crashing.
I keep crashing.
Oh. I'm gonna go meditate. You know, he.
Yeah. No. I need this to stop crashing, is what I need. I'm gonna try it one more time and then I'll just.
I'm back.
Alright, so I'm assuming that this place, because it keeps crashing on me every time I touch the shortcut, is
Really?
there a grace in this temple?
Yes.
Could you put to it, since I'm assuming you killed the boss already, and then just step out and drop your sign?
Okay.
Because I'm assuming there's something with that shortcut. Oh, by the way, you haven't killed the big boss to this area.
Oh, the one that's in that temple isn't the big boss?
No, there's a
Okay.
demigod here.
Oh, okay. Right outside the door.
Alright.
Fat rolling.
Yeah, but I noticed he just bat rolled me. Bat rolling again.
Nope.
Nope, just flatten. He just tried to Kirby me.
Kirby, he's not trying to eat you.
Yeah, he did.
He's trying to make you a Belgian waffle.
And then eat me. He's got to flatten me and then eat me. Oh, there's an elevator here. Okay. Which doesn't seem to work.
I wonder.
Woohoo!
I activated the bridge after I killed the fatty.
Well, on the mage, I activated it beforehand.
Okay.
So I know it could be. But let's try now. See, now I'm unstable again. But let's try now. Nope, audio just cut out on me.
Did it get back?
I'm assuming so. My screen went black.
Weird, man.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay.
The screen's still black though. Oh, yep, crashed.
Wonder why.
Nope, though. You know, apparently only 32% of the people has killed that boss who own the game on Steam.
I'd like to know where they come up with that number.
Well, because it's an achievement.
Right, but that percentage is written into the code, or is it?
No, it's not written into any code. It's a percentage of the amount of people that have that achievement based on the entire amount of people that own this game on Steam. Yeah, on Steam. I mean, they only get their statistics based on their own algorithm.
Okay. I don't know. I'm curious to know how many people have never been to Volcano Manor because they really don't know it exists.
Yeah, I
Because
mean that's the thing. How many people have not been here or have just bypassed it because they're worried about like speed runs or all this other crap? Or like they do on World of Warcraft when a new expansion comes out to be the first to beat the game, but really you didn't beat the game.
I think if you beat the main game's primary enemies, you beat the game.
I don't think so.
Not 100%, but you
No.
beat the
I'm
game.
sorry, but there's 5 bosses. You're telling me you beat 5 bosses throughout the whole game, you beat the game. And I just, no. There's way too much in this game to say that you beat the game.
Credit roll, you beat the game.
No, because you can
Pretty
glitch
good
the
at it?
game
No.
to get credits, and no. To me, I don't agree with that.
I didn't say they're good. I just said
I don't
by the
agree with that.
developer standpoint, Yes.
No, from the developer standpoint, you did not beat the game. Let's say it that way. From the developer standpoint, you did not beat the game because they didn't put that much time and effort into the game for you just to half-ass it.
This is where you and me are going to differ.
I'm just saying, if
If
I put
they beat the bosses to get credits to roll, they
okay, so
beat
so
me. No.
you're telling me that no matter how much effort you put into something, as long as they get the credits, they're done.
Technically, yes. By a getting credits to roll sequence, yes.
To me, you half-assed it just to get it accomplished. You did not complete it. You did
You
bare
did not
minimum.
finish
Congratulations.
the game.
No, you did bare minimum. Congratulations. You did not participate in the game. You did the bare minimum to squeak through. The only reason you completed the game was because you did the bare minimum.
Again, there's a difference between beating a game and beating a game 100%.
No,
Yes.
because you miss even half the storyline just by beating the game. So you're not even getting the full storyline.
No, you're getting
You're
one of the
getting the
storyline.
half-ass storyline.
No, you're getting a storyline.
No, because you're not even getting the whole storyline. You're missing bits and pieces of it.
But that's why there's 6 endings.
But that the six endings don't mean shit until the very end.
And you can only get one of them.
Each time, yes. But at the same time, if I complete the game, the storyline leading up to your ending, you're only getting half of that storyline. Clearly, if we watch the difference between you and me, where you stomp through half the enemies, and I'm all like, oh yeah, by the way, if you didn't kill this guy, you get this, this, and this, and you're all like, oh shit, well, too late now. You miss out on half the storyline.
But you're not talking about story items with me. You're talking about in-game items.
Well, yeah, me and you are talking about in-game items, but I'm just talking about in general. If you stomp through the story, you miss out on a lot of things that you would have not even noticed. That's all I'm saying. It's half-assed. They gave you credit because they had to. It's no one would play the game if they forced you to do every single thing that they wanted you to do. Think about that. If they forced you into 80, 90 plus hours to play this game, most people would not do it. There'd be no there'd be no speed runs, there'd be nothing.
You can't do a speed run without putting in those kinds of hours.
Actually, they do it all the time.
You
I think
still got to understand how the enemies move, and that still takes.
still think there's a like a 14-hour speed run for Elden Ring.
How long?
I think it's like 14 hours.
Dude, they're sub 30 minutes now.
Okay, so again, if they made you fight every boss, there would be no 30-minute speed runs. That's all I'm saying.
Again, if I'm playing a game, I'm not doing a speed run. I'm trying to just enjoy it.
But there's the difference. Me and you are enjoying the game, but yes, we're also completing it as a full completion. Because we want to see all the fun stuff. And that's what the developers want.
After this one.
I'm just saying, that's what the developers want. Is you to enjoy the hard work that they put into the game. They don't want anyone to speedrun it. But they have to put it in there because, well, some people are not going to ever touch the game if they don't. It's shitty. It really is. But
The people that are doing speedruns have been playing it properly for how long?
probably not.
I
That's the
just
thing. I don't. Because all they're doing is trying to find the fastest way to get through things. Most of them are probably looking up videos on quick ways to beat bosses. I bet you not most of them are playing the game like they should. In a realistic world, yes, I would say, yeah, they put in the hard work. They definitely are putting their time in. Other than that, no, not at all. With the way society is nowadays, they want it fast and easy. They are definitely not putting in the time. Trust me, dude, I'm right there with you. I want to say that everyone's doing the right thing, and I'm just watching how things are, and I don't believe they are. Ooh. Oh, motherfucker, sneaking up behind me. That's right, lizard. Yeah, you too, you death geckos. Come here. Since apparently you guys can walk on water, lava too. How nice. That's super fair that you guys get to walk on lava. I want to be able to walk on lava. Did you know there was a thing in the big pool of lava?
huh?
Did you know there was an item in the big pool of lava? If you follow the outside edges around the snake heads, there's an item.
Around the snakeheads.
Yeah, so you go up the elevator in the room that boss was in.
Okay, hold on. I'm headed back there now.
Oh, there's a stone key in here too. Oh shit! Hello. Um. Hmm. Okay.
What's the elevator?
Apparently an item on top too. Man, that's a lot of. No, you don't get chew on my head. Alright, there's an elevator.
They get some meds.
Alright. This elevator takes us out here. Okay. That's good. That's a good shortcut then. Since clearly I can't get the other one working. Did you know 7 Days to Die apparently has an interaction?
Define interaction.
So apparently I can go into an option setting and tell them that I'm a streamer, and then I guess people can interact with my game while I'm streaming. What do I mean by that? I have no clue. I mean, it's kind of worrying, but at the same time, I'm kind of curious.
If he does, so what are we trying to do currently?
Right now, I'm just running the top outskirts of the manor. Trying to. Ow.
Get to the big boy.
Well, I'm trying to figure out where I could summon you from, but I'm not finding any. I guess I could summon you from down there. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Down where?
Where we just killed that boss.
Okay.
Because I now have the shortcut, so we don't even have to be in the boss's room. So from the altar, if you take a left, like if you're looking at the altar, if you take a left, there's a doorway. And you'll see like a tower. I'm right out there.
Okay.
Unstable again. Why is it so unstable?
Tastes like chicken. Yeah. Fucking eat tofu.
Yeah, I already had to.
You want a frickin' bet? Tofu is a staple of what? Asian soup.
There's a couple Asian soups that it's just topo.
Pretty sure if
Uh, outside the door next to the tower with the elevator in it.
Yeah.
I can't even drop the sign down there.
Okay, could you ride the elevator?
No, it's broken.
Okay, see, I can drop my sign. Oh no, I can't drop. Yeah, I can drop my sign.
Are we sure we're talking about the same thing?
The elevator that's broken. You can see the bridge
Hi.
from here. Actually, no, because we can't go out that side. We won't let you back in this side. Yeah, the elevator that's broken. I don't have it broken on my side. Could you drop it
Aren't you?
inside?
Oh. How do I check my online status?
I don't know. Mm.
Okay. If that's not the creepiest thing I've ever seen,
Right.
I looked outside the doorway while I was inside the room inspecting the elevator. I could have swore I've just seen an invader.
Did you touch a blood spot?
Mm-mm. I had turned my lantern on to see if I could see down in the hole to see. Is that elevator down by the
Nope, it's
lizard?
up.
It's up.
Yep. Okay, so let's try it this way. If you could go back to the Grace,
Okay.
okay, if you look to the right of the Grace,
There's that little elevator.
there's a little elevator. Go up that little elevator. Go straight through that door and see if you can drop it there. Oh, no, I can't even drop it there. Okay, so then there's a little spot when you walk around that has a bunch of lava slugs around it. Once you
Yep.
drop down there, you can drop it. Or at least I can.
I can drop it down there with the slugs.
Okay, then go ahead. Cause
It is down.
I'm down here already. So I was literally talking about it while I was mapping, while I was doing it. Oh, you know, I probably shouldn't kill this boss yet.
There's a boss out here?
Uh huh.
Okay. Is it the big boss?
Uh huh.
It's a slug, isn't it?
Uh uh. No.
It better not be a damn lizard.
No.
Okay. Is it something we've seen before?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when we come up here, we're gonna just run, and
Okay, so
you'll
why is
see
it
why.
you shouldn't kill him yet?
What?
Why shouldn't you kill it yet?
Because I think it might screw up the quest line.
Do your research before we continue forward.
Yeah. It doesn't say it messes with the quest line. God, he has a huge list of skills.
The boss?
Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8
Is it
different
that thing
skills.
running around in front of us?
No, that's
Or not?
just one of those stupid.
So we gotta deal with that thing plus boss?
No.
Okay.
What is Serpent Hunter? Oh, it's a sword. It's a spear. Okay. I'm just double checking though.
Are you able to buy thin beast bones from anywhere?
Yes. You can buy them from the round table. As long as you've been collecting the, um, there's a bell that you would have. I don't remember who drops it. You get it early though.
I haven't been killing merchants.
You don't have to kill merchants. It's one
Isn't
of the
that like,
random bosses that we attacked.
oh, okay. If it's fairly early in the game, we should have killed everything.
Yeah.
I can buy the Glovewort 1 through 3. Now I gotta go from Noctron to Macron. The Eternal City over by the manor. That's where I get the 4, 5, and 6 at.
See, so it doesn't. Apparently, it doesn't say it affects this. Like, it doesn't say anything about the quest being interrupted. And it says, alternatively, if you've completed all 3 contracts, she asks if you want to beat him. If you say yes, she'll instantly teleport you there. But it
Who's,
doesn't say anything about if we kick his butt now.
who's she?
The
The
lady who gives you all the quests to murder people.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's a little window past this dude right here. Oh, apparently there's some jumpy stuff down there. I see an item. I don't see anything else, so I'm not too worried about it right now. And then you come across here, there's a flame lizard here. But in this area, if you go over there, underneath all the lava stuff, there's a scarab and a bunch of death geckos with an item in there. And then you come over here and you activate the elevator.
Oh, okay.
And then this is where I've been fiddling.
Put all the dead bodies out.
And then apparently there's something down here. Because there's
There's
a
a
stick.
ladder.
There's a ladder. Yeah, let's take it. Why not? What's the worst that's gonna happen?
The ladder break.
I accidentally step into the boss's room, equip a sacrificing twig, and let you die. Oh,
Wow,
look.
that's
Oh, it just takes us down here. Okay,
yeah. To the item
to
with
the
the
item.
death characters.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. I mean, that's what's gonna happen if I accidentally step into a boss's battle. I really don't want to kill him yet.
Everything dead down here. You already kill it?
Yeah, that's how I found out that it was down there.
Is it a good item or
It's Smithing Stone 7.
smithing stone or somber?
I don't recall off the top of my head. Hold on, let me see if I can. Material upgrade. Hanging off the balcony. Sombre 6. It's a Sombre Smithing Stone 6.
Okay. Come here, Snick. Oh, that's a fire whip.
Yeah, that's why I said fire snakes. Wow! Oh, and he does poison. Lovely.
I'm actually mad at that.
I would be too. I'm not gonna lie. I would be definitely mad at that.
Alright, I'm gonna go open up that elevator real quick.
Alright, I'll meet you back over by the elevator.
Okay.
I'll meet you at the top of it. And while you do that, I'll be right back.
How did you just hit me? Oh, you're so full. So you remember that Iron Maiden on wheels that you'd run past? You're not even there. What? Yeah?
Let's go Yanks.
Oh,
Um,
I just want to show you something. Turn your flashlight on. Come here. Not worried about it. Come here. Not even I see how purple it is. Oh, whatever, you big girl. Bye then. No, because I'm tired of hearing it.
Man, how I feel with you every day.
I'm gonna see if you know how to fly.
Right,
Can I get a blanket? I'm capable. Can I get one?
The first thing to in real life.
What? Why is he gonna beat me up? Norman, you trying to tell me something?
Yeah.
Alright, she's starting an argument. Can I get my blanket, please? Ah, don't worry, I won't. Hold on, I'm trying to warm up. You close the window. Oh no. It's called getting under a blanket. I'm assuming that's the boss. The poison I've had for ranged battle. Oh, it's one of those things. It's fun when you fight them in the Gaelic area. Instead of poison, it's blood. They turn into little blood bombs. What is that thing? And instead of a pumpkin, it's a potato. Damn Japanese. Boss. moss is yellow, isn't it? Yeah, me too. I'll meet you back over here. Oh, you son of a bitch. You're very rude when you do that. Oh, it's a gremlin wolf? What's up? Son of a donkey. Okay.
Oops, my bad. So how did I get those items that I seen up there? Shortcut ahead. Oh, so this leads to the manor. Oh, look who it is, Patches.
Well, you joined the manor, huh? I don't believe it. Didn't think you had it in you. And here I thought Raya was barking up the wrong tree. All good though. We're on the same side now. We'll do good work together.
Oh, that's why
Oh,
he
and of
kicked you
course,
off.
we can do business if you like. At his Emporium at the Volcano Manor.
That's why he kicked you off.
Are you surprised that I belong to the Volcano Manor? I always hated the gibberish about lost grace and the laughable two fingers. I thought I could lend a hand in unmasking the charade. Not to mention, Tanith has always made me curious. I guess her master must really be something, because she's pretty damn smug about it. Even after announcing her blasphemous ambitions, she still stands proud. I've never seen a woman quite like her. Cheers for that.
That explains why he kicked you off the mountain.
So the only way to go is the goblin door.
Yeah, that's the only thing down here, and there's an item for the cursed hut to try to get what's his name's armor. The hello.
Okay. I'm assuming I have to jump cage to cage.
Yep, you would be assuming correctly. There's a somewhat smithing stone 7 too in that area. Okay, so how am I supposed to get there then? That makes no sense.
Which way do I go from the bottom?
Um, so from the whatever the third one is down, you have to turn and there's a little ledge that you gotta like jump and run onto.
I'm like at ground level.
Oh, if you're at ground level, then there's a couple enemies down there. And then either way, one will take you to a shortcut back up to the surface, the other takes you to an item. And then it takes you to the Somwood Stone. But my curious thought is how do I get back up top?
Oh, okay. Shortcut. Found it. I was wondering if we were gonna ever unlock that door too.
Alright,
Sorry, we're meditating anyways.
that's fine.
Girls are still up with me.
Whatever.
I already yelled at.
For what?
It's almost midnight.
It is what it is.
That's pretty.
Isn't it?
Is it the same game or did you have to switch?
No, it's the same game. I don't know why it's. Let's try the shortcut again. Why not?
Are those giant?
Snakes?
Oh, it almost looks like Batwing or something.
Okay, so one of them leads
Gonna-
back to the actual manor. The other one takes you to the bridge.
Yeah, with solid stone on it.
Yeah. In theory, they're both technically a shortcut.
Yeah, technically. I'm gonna try this level one more time, see what's up.
You don't like you.
No, it must not, because it's still gave me a straight black screen. Like, for some odd reason, that shortcut's broken to me.
Is that an issue in the game currently, where people are just having issues with it?
I don't know. I haven't looked that up. It was news to me.
Well, obviously. Nobody tends to look up bugs.
Yeah, because it just crashed again, so. So I'm assuming that whatever the last update was, something in it messed up that bridge. But I could have swore that there was an item over here. Maybe it's just a curse. Because that's one, two. I have two. There's one there. There's one there. I know where four is of the six. I need five. I need five, so I need to know where one more is.
Go on a round table real quick.
Yeah. Hmm. I guess I should spend my levels. That would probably be a smart thing. Guys, maybe I can check these items out while I'm doing this. Okay, that's nothing but fire grease. And
Okay,
nothing.
Grease, is that what you said?
Fire grease. Okay, that's an opening to... Oh, a cookbook. Well, that's kind of useful. Okay, and then there's a ladder here. Oh, that's funny. That's real shitty, but that's funny. I know there's something supposed to be around here. Alright. Now, how would I do that? Like, how do I get that item clear over there? There's an item there and an item up there. How? Seems to be a door over there. There is a door over there. Okay. I want to figure this out. Yeah, see, I didn't run. I did not run at all there.
My dad.
Good night. You better not be a pain in the morning.
I won't. That, by the way, Mom kind of watched all of the episodes except one
Of what?
of Sword Art
I don't
without
care.
you.
I don't care. Honey, I don't care. Okay, a dagger talisman. Enhances critical hits.
Backstabs.
Anything that involves a critical, so whenever you damage them enough to drop them, anything like that would be considered a critical hit.
let's be real. The best criticals are the ones where you stab them in the back.
And then a rune arc.
What's that?
I said, and then a rune arc are the other two items in that area.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means that the only boss I have there
Is the big one.
is the big boy, I think. Hold on, what's this? Oh, okay, that's this scale. Yeah, so the only thing I'm missing here is the big boss now. Okay, good. Alright, so still have to do the hero's grave. I have to do the hero's grave dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. It is what it is, but that's one of the ones that. Damn it.
Where you at?
The hero's grave?
The Azuria? No.
I don't know. Guess that's what it's called. Yeah, the Grimlore's hero's cave.
Starts with an A.
Starts with a G. It's the mountain. It's one of the ones with the stupid chariots.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. I think it'd be best if we just try to make it there separately with each other and then just join.
Right at the fog wall.
Mm-hmm.
Your character has something I'm in need of for a character I created today.
Yeah, what's that?
The studded leather fist wraps.
Oh, yeah. You're more than welcome to have them.
I created a character today for. I don't know. Party house. Stop being a beach. Being a beach. Said I'm being a beach, not going to the beach. Because I'm a beached whale. Oh crap!
What'd you do?
I waited for him to get past me. I started running. He turned around immediately on me.
You must have made it to the first section.
Yep.
Hi, babe. You're just up really late. Yeah.
I'm back going to the bathroom.
Oh, we made it! We made it! Then got him back,
Yeah.
and we made it.
Good. Well, I'm glad they got him back. Ooh, Bloodhound Knight. Nice. right. Oh, I'm gonna time this just right. Charge. Ah, right there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh,
Stormy,
yeah.
you hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
Okay.
You're gonna hate this one.
Oh, you remember the one by Lado, the capital?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna hate
Yep.
because of the boss.
You're gonna hate this one too, just to get to the boss.
You remember those Crucible Knights?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's two of those at the other one. I can barely take one of them.
I don't even know what the boss to this is. I got here though, so I'm gonna go AFK while you get here. I'll be right back.
Fucking dumb. Can I help? Come here. You should have gone. It's not broken, babe. Babe. Talking about shit. And why is that? That's why. Huh? Stop. Son of a bitch! Ugh. Norman. Okay? Or are you puking back there?
Alright, I'm back. You here?
I'm not there yet, but I'm in the dungeon.
No, I was just making sure that you were still back.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this out. I can't get past this first stop. I literally can't get to the next safety spot in time unless I have to jump through the lava.
You have to jump through the lava and get to the one with the skeleton archer.
Are you effing kidding me,
Nope.
mother donkey?
Just wait until you have to jump onto it. Oh, I did get new armor I wanted to look at too.
Jump onto the chariot?
Yes, you will have to. Oh, are you already at that spot?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I was about to say you have to fight one of those bloodhound knights. So in one spot you start running down and all you see is lava. There's a little path that you need to drop onto, or you'll get smashed. I was able to
Did I
upgrade
tell
my.
you I have surgery next week?
What's up?
Did I tell you I have surgery next week?
Yes, you said you had one more.
Yes. I don't know, is it? They haven't got a hold of me.
You do get two full sets of armor in here, though.
Oh, her skeleton.
I wonder if I tried to invade someone's place if I would invade yours. Yeah, once you get to the Bloodhound Knight, it's pretty much easy cake from there.
Just a matter of getting to the mother sucker.
Yeah, that's the thing. Does have a nice set of armor though.
So, okay. I can see where there's no paved way other than the one that's on the left. I have to jump across then, right?
What are you talking about?
Where the chariot knight goes to where he's basically running around on lava.
Okay, so do you see when you look down the path, is it narrow? Or is it
No,
lava all the way down?
lava all the way down, looks like.
Okay, then you're gonna need to run and jump to the left or the right. It'll be the left side. It looks like a hill,
Yeah.
like a mound of
Okay.
dirt. Yeah, that'd be that. That would be where you need to run and jump to, and do it when he passes to go behind you.
Yep.
From there, you're gonna have a couple of those archers with the rapiers,
Yeah.
and there's a couple hiding behind walls, so be careful.
I have a bunch of peasants. So.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have one, two, three, four, I think five of those guys. I don't even know. Oh, excuse me.
Holy shit! You just scared the
What is this
fudgy
boss?
poo poo out of me. So,
Oh, jeez.
babe, you're going to fall asleep if you don't take them off. If you take them off, you will fall asleep, and I will not have to come over there.
Oh, this boss
Take them
is
off.
strong versus Hemogene. Go figure.
What?
And magic. Lovely.
What happened?
I said the boss that we're about to fight. Oh, he has a death root on him now.
No, no, no. Chariot dodging. Yay. I'm sorry, but this is the one that you would need multiple graces in. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. This is just nonsense and bull.
Ringed finger. Found inside from the first chariot hallway. Head all the way down and turn left at the end of the path to find a room with a chest. Okay, so it looks like I gotta go back to the beginning once there's two items I missed.
Oodles.
Wait a minute, I'm missing something. What am I missing? I missed a talisman that my mage has already.
How are you missing that?
I don't know. That would be what I'm asking myself. Talismans only. Twin Blade. I have Twin Blade. Spell of the Drake. Spell of the Drake.
You smell like a Drake.
Medallion. I have the medallion. The Rage Dragon Seal. No, no, the Scar Seal I do not have. Why do I?
This is a good place to get Glowwort, though. That's for sure.
I bet you I know why.
What's that?
I bet you I didn't do that. No, it says that I did. So do I? Huh, I wonder if I did defeat that guy. One of the guys in the prison in the beginning area. Okay, I have that one, right? No, that's lightning. Holy damage. Oh, no, actually, that's the talisman +2.
No, 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 no. You back off.
Dropped away from the cliff near the seaside ruins. Okay, I'll need to go get that one.
Man, this game really is trying to take my virginity without permission.
I need that one, that's what I need. I gotta go
Gotta go.
do the Elden Tree favor. I gotta go do the very first dungeon.
Alright, how do I deal with this one, dude?
Okay, tell me what you're saying.
So, I got a chariot that's literally going far enough, but not far enough for me to get away.
Yeah, but what are you seeing? Do you see, is the chariot running down a mess of lava and there's a pit? Like, tell me what you see him running down.
A hallway.
I
With
understand the
the
hallway, dude.
fire in front of me, and behind me was that statue shooting the fire.
Okay, so, but when you look down, it goes down far enough, but it doesn't go down far enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to run down a narrow road? Do you see any narrow roads to have to run down?
No.
I'm not sure what you're looking at then.
It's the second chariot you come across.
I'm trying to run it through my head. Hold on. Down, over, up, through, across. I want to say that there's a pathway to either the left or the right. I'm not 100%. Yeah, I'm not 100%. I can't picture it. I want to say that's the one that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Wish they gave me a map of the dungeons.
Back away from me.
What's up?
These rapier people, man.
Yeah,
They're vicious.
yeah, they are. Alexa, set a 8:30 alarm.
You gotta get up early for
Countertops. Got countertops to do.
anywhere, dude.
What's up?
The chariot's not giving me a chance to go anywhere.
All I know is that there's one that looks super quick, But when you look down it has a small corridor that you're supposed to run down, and there's a little ledge that you gotta jump onto before it runs you over. It's the only one that I can remember now. God, I hate my brain.
And by little ledge, I'm assuming you're talking about that one that leads to all the people.
No. It literally leads to one guy. But it's a little ledge that you just drop onto that's surrounded by lava, so you gotta like do it just right.
Is it in that main area?
No, it's down one of the chariot lanes.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Are you still stuck in that area?
Still trying to get back to where all my runes are.
Okay.
I made a sacrifice.
I might get out my mage really quick. See if I can help.
Well, no, don't leave where you're at, dude.
No, I'll just end up calling the stream and getting on the mage.
Yeah. Let's at least get one boss done.
But no, that's what I'm saying. I can just leave him here. Not like it's gonna restart him.
I'm back at the chariot, so hold on. I see that pathway you're talking about. Yeah, I see the pathway. So I jump on the pathway that's below, and what then?
And then you'll have a couple little guys that you'll need to take on. Well, one guy. Oh shit.
You alright?
Um, yeah, but apparently I just found a shortcut.
Okay.
So that first brace, I mean that first run,
Yeah.
if you fall down the hole correctly, you can essentially skip everything.
I got both sets of armor.
Yep. Okay, so when you come out that, you'll need to climb up the
Ladder.
ladder, and then you'll stand onto a ledge, and you'll have to wait for him to pretty much path down.
Once he goes down, it's all lava. Is what
Yeah.
I'm looking.
So, but you have to drop onto him.
Oh, dude, you realize you're talking like the worst guy to talk to for parkour, right?
Yep.
Because if I land on his wheels, I'm dead.
Yep. I know. So if you stand in the middle of the X and face the path down to the lava,
Yeah.
you can pretty much just drop right on top of him.
How do I get onto the wood?
You got to jump onto it. So I do not see that shit.
Hey, I died.
You died?
Died. I know what I'm doing now, ish. Does the bloodhound respawn?
No, not that I know of.
Peekaboo!
Pikachu.
Skeleton, you pushed me into the chariot. Son of a bitch.
Okay, I don't get this. Let's see. Dropped by a shroud inside the hills. The enemy can be found by heading down the first chariot hall until you reach a point where there is a pit on either side of the center walkway. Instead of lava, drop into the left pit onto some wooden beams and then drop on the room below the shade. That I did that. Hammer is found in the graves from the first chariot hallway. Head all the way down and turn left at the end of the path to find a room with a chest containing it. First chariot. And from the first chariot, and this says come down to here and drop on the wood. Oh shit.
I shouldn't have to say this,
Uh,
but this is very annoying.
yes, and just so you know, the Blood Knight does come back. Oh, and I didn't look at my health and almost was killed.
So what's this shortcut you found?
So from the first tunnel system,
Yeah.
there. Um, you literally, if you see the drop down from the hold on. All right. So from the top-down view of the very first chariot, if you go to the area that you can drop and drop, you have to hug the side, but you can literally fall on the piece of wood at the very bottom of this entire thing. Like, it doesn't give you much time to look.
The first two bits.
Yeah, the first two pits. If you hug the left one, you can fall right down on the X at the very bottom.
Gotcha. Okay.
I just got a blade called the Mantis blade. I mean, it's not really that cool looking.
Let's see now. Can you hear me?
What's up?
How do I get off this thing?
You're gonna have to jump. When you are at it, when it turns around, it's going to be on your left hand side. You'll see a little pathway.
See a ladder with a dead body.
Yep.
Okay.
You got to jump and either roll quickly.
Or wait for it to go back up and jump in the lava and then just walk over.
Yeah, well, roll or jump because you don't have a lot of time.
I was talking about once I jumped onto the chariot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you gotta do it while you're on the chariot. You gotta jump off of it whenever it turns to roll back uphill.
Yeah. Okay. That shortcut is much better though.
Yeah,
I can
well, I
handle
just
that shortcut.
I just happened to find that accidentally. But there is one more item I want from this thing, so
You're out being a loot here.
of course I am. You should
Hey,
know that by
if
now.
anything's gonna be a loot horde, it's gonna be you.
That's right. I don't do things without 100% completion. Especially a Souls game.
The only boss I did not beat in the first Dark Souls was the Black Dragon. That guy was just a twat.
You would have hated some of the ones in Souls 3.
Yeah, probably.
The Dragon Lord was ridiculous.
The what?
He was called the Dragon Lord, and he had a dragon plus himself. And he just had this nasty. Like, I spent 3 days on him, and that's with recruiting help. Like, I was so frustrated, it was ridiculous. And then I invite someone who's naked into my thing and he destroys them within like 30 seconds. I was so devastated. It's when I started realizing that bleed builds is just where it's at in every Souls game.
Status. It seems to me, no matter the RPG, status effect trumps sheer damage every time.
Not necessarily. It depends on the status effect. But normally, like blood loss and burn, anything that like stuns you, just screws you up. Did you get up the staircase yet?
No, 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 no. You missed the fucker.
Ah.
So now I gotta figure out what I do.
Now you gotta drop down. If you look to the left, you can see the little pathway that brings you back down to the lava.
Okay.
Go kill the Blood Knight again, and then walk up the ladder.
I just backstabbed him in the last. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's a pretty quick
My
weapon.
primary katana at this point has become Rivers of Blood.
Yep, I know.
I can swap it out on the fly for Moonveil.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything. I just knew that that was what it was gonna do.
What? Become my favorite?
Because there's a reason why everyone in their creature's doing it. It is a really nasty weapon.
You don't see people using Hand of Melania though.
Nope, because it's only good for parkour. Sorry, but that's what I see people using it for.
I mean, you're not wrong, but damn.
I know it's shitty, but what you gonna do about it? You know what's funny? My rapiers are almost maxed, and my level 14 Uchi is better base damage than my 18 rapier.
I'm at a door. Is that the
Yep,
boss?
go ahead, open the door. Run down the staircase. At the very bottom of the staircase, my finger's down.
Am I not helping you?
No, I'm helping you.
Why?
Because I got bored waiting.
Oh, you've already killed him then.
Yeah. He's super, like, he's super weak too. Physical. like ridiculously weak against physical. I
What
hit
about
him
bleed?
once and took like a quarter. Bleed, he's not. Like, you're better off with not even worrying about your bleed weapons.
So Moonveil.
Magic, he's strong against too, so. Literally, just punch him in the face. He's quick, though, that's the only thing. He likes magic and he likes to jump around.
What, the fox?
It's a wolf.
Sorry. Thank God for a steak of Marika.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what else I can do. Let me switch to the Uchis. Just because they are more damage right now. I used my Mimic, so. And I've also noticed that doing things single player compared to multiplayer, hell of a difference too.
What do you mean?
They don't seem to be as tanky.
Like he was just taking more damage
Uh-huh.
last round?
Oh, there we go. That's so much nicer. Yeah, and there we go. Oh, don't forget the chest. Alright, now there's one more item that I want that I gotta figure this out.
That's rude. Wait a minute. I thought we gave it all to that guy.
No, there's like 9 of them, 9 or 10 of them. We only gave like 5.
But he only goes berserk once.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you've killed the bird.
Yes, I have.
I still have not. I've killed the dragon. I can't kill the bird.
Okay, give me a moment. Well, once I end stream, we'll destroy the bud
Let me ask you this. How did you destroy the bird?
with my mage.
Oh, not good.
Yeah, I don't think I've killed. Actually, what I need to do is I need to actually kill. Um, I gotta beat up our friend.
Which one?
The
Beastmaster?
yeah.
Can I help you with that or no?
I don't know. I'm gonna sure and hell try in a moment.
Okay.
Woohoo!
BCS syndrome then.
Oh shit. think that's what it's at. That's gonna be a bitch.
I gotta pee again. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's fine then. Oh shit. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious.
Pardon.
That's bullshit.
Where'd you find out that's funny?
So if you go all the way down to the very bottom of the first chariot, you
Yeah,
fight the lava and shit like that.
yeah.
You actually can skip the entire thing.
You just gotta be in the lava and risk getting run over.
Yep. No, you don't get ran over. That's
Uh-huh. Does he not go all the way down?
no.
Just so we're clear, I'm calling bullshit.
Uh, I will clip it on my stream for you.
No, that's not what I meant. Bullshit as in these developers are bullshit.
Yeah, that like I was sitting here trying to figure out because I'm trying to do what they asked me to because I'm still looking for one weapon here. Still haven't found it. And this
You
place
sure it's
isn't
even
that
in there?
big. Huh?
You sure it's even in there?
Yep. Positive it's in here.
Okay. Okay. Ready, my sign's down at B Steel.
Okay, well, give me a moment.
Like I said, take your time.
These guys are just. Tell you what.
What's up?
I found the weapon. Alright, are you at the door? Or are you at the Grace?
Right next to Grace.
Okay, because I can't really leave the Grace.
No, I know that.
Yep, good. Yeah, he's ready to attack.
Is he violent?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's violent. Can you see
Okay.
him?
I can't do anything.
Crap. Alright, so that means I'll have to do it without you.
Fuck. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm still trying to stab him.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Yeah, I just got fucking invaded just as I sent you out. Because I can't summon or do anything.
You can summon me. I'll drop my sign again.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
I can take out the invader. Sign's down.
No, I'm gonna just let him kill me.
Okay. I'll pull my sign up.
God, he sucks. Never realized how much easier it was with a mage. With some of these guys, you know?
How many times have I told you, man? Magic makes everything easier. I do not care the RPG series. Magic makes everything easier. Because when you gotta be within range to punch them or stab them, guess what? You yourself are in range to get punched or stabbed. And they tend to do triple your damage.
Dude, he is fucking up my mimic.
Have you heard anything about how good that lady spirit we have is?
Which one?
The Alvanor woman?
I don't know. Apparently she's pretty good. For an archer. Like if you're looking at archer based. Alright. Alright. Do we want to try the bird? Or should I just log my mage in and nuke him? Nah,
I'll
just.
help the bird.
Huh?
I'll help you with the birds.
Alright, let's try it. If nothing else, I'll call the stream and then we'll nuke him on yours with the mage.
Alright, you can summon me right outside the door. But this little son of a bitch still damn near two shots me. And then I still want to kill all the ones in the capital.
Oh, game
Have you
crashed.
killed the dragon?
Maybe. I think the game just crashed.
Are you serious?
Yep, think so.
It's been one crash heavy day for you, man.
Yeah, it has. Well, if it crashes, I'll just